Hey everyone, today we're going to be walking through performing a battery change in a G Shock GMD-S6900CC, and this is the 3436 module. Let's get right into it. To perform this battery change, we're going to need a small Phillips head screwdriver, a spring bar removal tool, ideally metal tweezers, but if you don't have metal tweezers, you can use a metal paper clip, and our replacement battery, which is a CR2016. Getting started on this battery change, we're going to want to flip our watch over. The first thing we're going to need to do is remove our straps, that way we can remove our case back. So we're going to take our spring bar removal tool, and as we can see there's a little notch on the end, and then if we look down in our straps we can see there's a little lip on those spring bars. We simply want to wrap the notch around the lip there, pull down, and then we can twist our strap right out, and I always try to hold my thumb there in case that bar tries to launch out on me. Then I'll do the same for the other side. And now with our straps out of the way, we can come in with our Phillips head screwdriver and remove our 4 Phillips head case back screws and set them aside for later. And now with those screws out of the way, we can simply lift our case back right off. And don't worry, sometimes the gasket will come out stuck to the case back, but we'll go through reinstalling that when we're reassembling the watch. Now that we're inside the watch, the first thing we need to do is remove this little rubber bumper layer. So as we can see, there's 2 metal tabs that are kind of just bent over holding it in place. We'll simply bend those up and out of the way. And I'm using tweezers, but you can just use your fingers. They're nothing you have to be too careful with. And we'll peel that bumper right out and set it aside. Now we're ready to unlatch our battery. So I'm going to rotate my module here. I've peeled this sticker back just so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit easier, but it shouldn't really be in your way. So as we can see, there's this little metal latch that's wrapping around this plastic tab here. And in between the tab is a little slot. That's where we're going to want to come in with our tweezers or that paper clip. Right in the slot, pull out towards us, and that'll unlatch our battery housing. And sometimes the sticker will be stuck to the battery itself. I'll just slide something gently underneath to free it. Then I can grab my old battery, pull it out, and get rid of it. Now we're ready to come in with our new battery, and again this is a CR2016. And if you're not wearing gloves, I always try to hold the batteries by the sides just so you don't accidentally short them any, but it shouldn't be a huge deal. So all we're going to do is simply slide that battery right in place of the old one, push that tab down. You may have to push the battery in a little bit, push that tab down, and you'll feel it click right in place. And now our new battery is installed. Now at this point, while we're already inside the watch, I'd always recommend performing an AC reset. This is simply going to reset your module to factory defaults, clear any errors if there are any, and make sure that your watch is ready to function as intended. So I'm going to rotate the module a little bit so you can see there's a little label that says AC, and it's indicating this gold tab at the bottom of this hole here. And then we can also see another circle on the metal here with a negative icon next to it. Basically what we want to do is contact one end of our metal to this gold tab and the other end to this metal on the module, and that's why I say you can use a metal paper clip. If you don't have tweezers, simply bend it into an arch just so you have 2 metal points of contact. So we'll contact one end to that gold and the other end to the metal on our module and just hold it for about 2 seconds. And now to quickly ensure that we've performed the reset properly, I always advise holding a finger over this spring here. You just don't want to lose it because it's important for the sound of your watch. I'll flip my watch over and we should see our seconds start counting up from 0. So it's only been about 20 since I performed the reset. So our watch is reset and we can begin to reassemble. Our first step in reassembly is going to be to reinstall that rubber bumper layer that we removed. So on our bumper layer we can see there's a circle and this notch that's been cut out here. This spring here that we just held on to is going to poke through the circle, and then this metal tab that's sticking up at the bottom here is going to poke through this notch. So we just want to make sure those are lined up and protruding properly, and then we can simply bend those metal tabs right back over, and they may not bend super far over, just kind of to hold it in place so it doesn't shift around. And next, in case yours came out during this process, we're going to go through reinstalling the gasket. So as we can see on our watch, there's a groove in the back that matches the shape of this gasket. As we can see on the bottom, there's a little flat part, and on our gasket, there's this flat part as well. So we simply want to drop it right in place, and then I'll use my tweezers to make fine adjustments if needed. We just want to make sure that gasket is perfectly seated in the groove. That way it'll maintain a watertight seal. Our next step is going to be to reinstall our case back. So our case back kind of follows the same shape as the gasket, but just to be safe, you just want to remember that the flat part down here on our gasket indicates the lower portion of our watch. So we just want to make sure that our G Shock and Casio logo is properly oriented. We'll simply drop it right in place, and this watch has a fairly deep groove that it sits in, so you just got to wiggle it around until it slips right in there. And now we just need to reinstall our 4 case back screws. What I typically do is just hold my thumb on the case back so it doesn't shift around, drop my 4 screws in, just get them started, and now all we need to do is snug them up. And remember, these don't need to be super tight, just nice and snug. Now we're ready to reinstall our straps. So what I like to do is grab a strap, grab a spring bar. I'll thread the bar through the hole here and leave a little more sticking out on the left side. Then I'll grab my watch, and if we tilt it over, we can see the hole that the spring bar is going to sit in. So I like to just tilt it right in place. That way I get one side seated right off the bat. Then I'll apply some pressure, come in with my spring bar tool, pull the bar down, and then we can push it right in place, just like so. Now I'll do the same for the other side. And just like that, our straps are reinstalled. And that's all there is to it. As we can see, all of our modes cycle, our beep is audible, and our backlight is working. So our watch is completely ready to set and wear again. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this quick battery changing tutorial. I really hope everything was clear and helpful. If you have any questions for me, please be sure to leave them down below in the comments. And if you're interested in more tutorials and watch related content, please do check out the channel and consider subscribing. Thanks everyone, take care.